Hi again, everybody. It's that time. It's time for the Gators to get ready to go for another Saturday of college football. They'll do so on the road at 5th-ranked Texas A&M and venerable Kyle Field. This is Game Time presented by Tower Hill Insurance. I'm Sean Kelley. That's Scott Carter from FloridaGators.com. Back on the road for the Gators. It took a month to return home to get the win over Texas. Now the Gators are back on the bus and the airplane and everything else, and they find themselves up against the 5th-ranked team in the country. The Aggies, Scott Carter, are 5-0.
Yeah, it does not get any easier for the Gators, Sean. They were able to turn the horns down against Texas. Now they'll go out to College Station and try to silence the 12th man. And that is going to be a tough game, but Florida has had success out there. But again, you look at this Texas A&M team, Marcel Reed, the quarterback, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Mario Craver is a top-notch receiver. And then they have a two-headed running back system out there. And so it's going to be important for Florida's defense to play the way it did against Texas, and that's just to get an all-around effort from all three levels, up front, linebackers, defensive backs. I think the key, again, when you're facing a top-shelf quarterback like Marcel Reed, it's the same as when they beat Arch Manning. You have to get pressure, and I think that is going to dictate a lot of what happens out in that College Station.
Has Mike Elko now put his fingerprints on that Texas A&M team?
He really has. I think he stabilized it, after the Jimbo Fisher era, and there was some instability there. I think Elko's come in and really stabilized the program, and I watched some of their game last week, and it's just a team that's kind of tough. They're disciplined, and that's why they're ranked where they are, Sean. I mean, this was a team that's climbed the rankings consistently since the season started, and they're starting to show that I think you have to take them as a serious threat for the college football playoff.
An upset win for the Gators at Kyle Field would have them at 2-1 in the Southeastern Conference, and then you'd have some momentum going, of course, after the win over the Longhorns. And if we're looking at the Gators, you mentioned some of the keys to the game. What are things that can carry over or have to carry over for Florida coming off that last win?
I think number one is just the cleaner execution. The offense finally found its rhythm that we've talked about. DJ Lagway was good in the pass game. I thought the receivers had a really good game. The offensive line, Sean, the way they came out on that 13-play, 84-yard drive against Texas, it really set the tone physically, and it just carried over. I think they're going to have to come out and play with that same kind of physicality. And then, that helps Jaden Ball in the run game. And again, I mentioned on defense, starts up front with pressure and just have a collective effort on that side of the ball. Don't give up those big plays that gets the A&M crowd into it and gives them momentum. If Florida can duplicate what it did in the Texas win, I like their chances on the road.
No doubt. And some numbers to back up your point as well. The Gators' offensive line allowed 0 sacks last week against Texas. The defense recorded 6 sacks. And the Gators were their best on third down this season and 1 first down too, averaging just over 8 yards on first down snaps offensively. So with that, we get set for a kick now that's been announced to 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and it'll be on ESPN's networks and, of course, on the Gator Sports Network from Learfield. For Scott Carter, I'm Sean Kelley. Enjoy the ball game, everybody. This has been Game Time presented by Tower Hill Insurance.